Hey everybody, this is Brandon Miller with Stillwater Mental Health Services in Champaign, Illinois. I hope you're doing great today. I wanted to pause for a second and reflect on the last year or so for me. This Stillwater Mental Health Services, this private practice of mine, really started last June. And so prior to that, I'd been a school social worker for about 7 years and absolutely loved most of that. Loved the kids, loved most of my colleagues. The systems I didn't love so much. I wanted to lean more into my strengths as far as being able to help people overcome the things that they were up against. So I knew in my head I wanted to become a therapist in private practice. The first thing I needed to take care of then is to get the licensure, the LCSW, Licensed Clinical Social Worker. For that, you need to have 3,000 hours of supervised work underneath the supervision of an LCSW. Fortunately for me, I had that already under my belt across 3 different supervisors. So then the decision was, okay, you got to get all this paperwork filled out from all your supervisors and a whole bunch of other stuff, get that submitted so you can then register for the exam. So there's one of these supervisors that I didn't want to ever communicate with again, but I had a moment where I spoke to myself and I said, you know what? If I want to pursue this goal, this dream of mine, I need to have that hard conversation and get over myself and just face that conversation and see that person. So I did it, got all the forms filled out, and got everything turned in. I was able to register for and schedule that LCSW exam. So then I studied day in and day out in between home duties and dad duties and between work here and there. I studied my tail off. And when it came time for the exam, I was nervous. It's a big exam, about 4 hours long. And yet, I felt like I'd prepared pretty well for it. And the tricky thing is, whether it's because of the nature of the exam, a lot of people don't pass on the first try. Or if maybe some people don't study well or don't study at all. Or maybe they just have test-taking anxiety. Whatever it is, it's hard to pass. I count it as a huge blessing. I was able to pass on try number 1. And so once I got my LCSW lined out, the next step was, what am I going to name this business? So I tapped into my memory banks, going back into my early 20s. And there was this tumultuous season of my life. And I was sitting on the shores of Jenny Lake in the Tetons in Wyoming. And it was at dusk. And I was already feeling a certain sort of way. And I was sitting there, taking in this scene. Across the lake were these mountains, and they were offering me their strength. The pine trees were offering me their sense of calm and stability. The loons who were on the lake were calling out to me, telling me in their own haunting sort of way it was going to be okay. I tapped into that strength and that calm, and that helped me move from that moment. I wanted that scene to be exactly how someone would feel when they came to my office for therapy. That they would borrow strength and calm and be able to move on and to have the tools they needed to face whatever they were up against. So that scene, in my mind, was the calm of Stillwater. So Stillwater Mental Health Services came from that moment. And not to be confused with Stillwater, Oklahoma. A lot of people ask me about that. Or there are a couple of businesses here in Champaign also called Stillwater. No association. But we are Stillwater Mental Health Services, PLLC. And the next step was to do all these extra things. More paperwork, getting liability insurance set up. One of the smartest business decisions I made from someone's recommendation was to hire a biller to help me navigate the world of Blue Cross Blue Shield and all these other insurance companies. So I did that, and they helped me to get set up. And so on May 20th was my first client who sat on my blue couch, Il Refugio Blue, my blue refuge. Began providing services, leaning into my strength to help them find their own strength. 2 days later, the 22nd of May, was my last day in schools. I'm off the runway. I'm flying. I have plenty of room for more clients. I have things in the down the pipe as far as connections with organizations in town, across the state, Birth to 5, Youth Assessment Center, there's an organization that serves uninsured or underinsured, and have them connected with me. All these things are in place, and I'm so excited to be able to serve my community, to help Champaign-Urbana youth, adolescents, young adults, parents navigate the world of depression, anxiety, ADHD, life transitions, just tough stuff that you're up against. That's why I'm here. Now, maybe, let's say you are a professional and you are feeling stuck. I want this to be your nudge to take that step, that leap of faith. Hey, maybe I want to change and follow this dream of mine. It might be hard work. Do it. Don't stay stuck. Go where you are going to be able to serve the best and tap into your strengths. This is your nudge. Go do it. Let's say you are a parent, a teen, a young adult. If you need to see me for therapy, would love to talk to you to see if I'm a good fit. StillwaterCalm.com, or you can call me at 502-373-3276. Hope you're doing well, all right? And let's be in touch. Stay tuned. May this be your best day yet. See ya.